Hello, welcome back to Northern Lights. It's been a while. Just going to do a quick review of a series I just finished watching. I did last one I did was the Invaders. This time it's the Rat Patrol. Ran from 1966 to 1968, 2 seasons. Just a half-hour World War II action series. That's basically all you can call it. The or 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Take out the commercials. Um, it's not. This is just your regular. You want some time to kill or whatever. Got 20 minutes, half hour, or an hour. Throw this in. Catch a couple of episodes and all that. The first season is purely action. There's no real story. There, kind of sets up the story. Okay, we got a raid here. The action sequences are good. Some of the stuff in the Jeep stuff, amazing that the guys never killed each other bombing around. You can see some of the jumps when they come up over the dunes and all that. The guy who's holding on to the gun on the Jeep looks like he smacks his face right into the gun when they go over the sand dune. Like I said, it's in front of these Voltron things there because I got nowhere where to put them there where I'm doing my video. I just picked up the blue one here the other day, so the set is complete. There's the black one here. I'll do that later on once I finish watching those. Like I said, it started in 1966. Starred Christopher George. That's him right there. People my age growing up in the 70s and 60s know him. He's in a couple of John Wayne movies. Married to a blonde actress up until he died there. I can never think of his name, but they always appeared in a bunch of TV shows together and stuff like that. Gary Raymond, the Englishman, played Moffat. Troy, Sergeant Troy, was Christopher George. Lawrence Casey played Hitch, Mark Hitchcock, but they always called him Hitch. And Justin Tarr played Tully. They work good together. There's I don't think they have his real name back then, but he went by his German name. Now it's Eric Bannon, not Bannon, but Eric Brennan, something like that. Played Young and the Restless. Played a lot of Germans back in the 60s when he come over. Like I said, the first season, it's just pure action. The way you can describe the action scenes in it, it's like, just think of the A-Team in the 80s. You have 4 guys driving around in 2 Jeeps, 2 big ass machine guns on the back of them. Germans can't shoot for crap, and they're shooting against Germans that are sitting in armored cars and all that, and they manage to blow the shit out of all of them every time and never get hit and all that. It's a fun series to kill some time if you're waiting to do something or whatever. Season 2, same thing, but I will say the last 10 episodes of Season 2 are actually really good. There's a story to them. There's the one with his brother. And then there's one with Moffat's girlfriend that he had back before the war, I think, or just before it started. But they're basically, he's not in it the last couple episodes. Bo Hopkins is in the last episode, I think. That's what it was, or it was the second last episode. All right, like I said, the first part of the first season was filmed in Spain. Then they moved back to the States and filmed in the desert there in California, I believe, outside of Hollywood. There was an accident on set where a Jeep rolled over in the flatbed, and Christopher George was under it. It crushed across his chest. A lot of cartilage and all that, and that's what contributed to his death. He died prematurely there in the early 80s. It's too bad because I liked him. He was good. And the guys look like they got along really good, just the way they are on screen. I could be wrong. Never heard anything or seen anything about them. Other than that, it's a good half-hour color. The color is crisp on some of the shows. Not too many of them. There is a little bit grainy. Other than that, some of them are really sharp and crisp. I like the color, the desert color. It's basically just beige, but it was really good. Some of the stuff I didn't like in the second season, and it's what they did back then in the time. You see the outdoor scenery stuff, and then they cut to some dialogue, and you could tell they were basically indoors on the sound stage. And there's a couple of scenes with the Jeep where they're standing around the Jeep talking and all that. The next scene cuts, they're driving down the desert and all that, and then they cut back to sound stage. I don't like filming like that. Some people still do it today, but not as bad as they did back then. All right, that's my review of the Rat Patrol. Like I said, good half hour or 20 minutes with commercials. Fun show just to sit back, kick back, and enjoy the escapism. There's no real great, what do you call it? No thought-provoking episodes or anything like that. But I will say, like I said, the last 10 episodes of the second season are actually really good. There is a story to them and all that. All right, and that's it for that. Thank you very much. And hopefully you'll keep watching. And remember, be kind, rewind. Thank you.